So I'm going to try to get through a chapter real quick. Apologize, it's been a while since I've done one. We're on chapter 6, the importance of moving forward. Dogs live in the moment. They're fully present in every scenario. Humans, on the other hand, typically live in the past or in the future. It's a conscious effort for us to fully be present and in the moment. Moving forward is a practice and choice we make. Here's a common scenario. A woman and her dog are out for a walk. In the past, this dog has lunged, barked, and put on quite a show every time another dog is encountered. Now, as soon as she sees a dog approaching, she tightens up, gets a kung fu grip on the leash, her heart rate quickens, and she braces for the inevitable. She starts looking for exit strategies and alternative routes. Cars to duck behind, no luck. She moves off to the side and puts Fido in a sit. The other dog gets closer and Fido loses it, just as expected. I get it, I've been there. It's not a fun place for the person or the dog. But let's try it another way. Mulligan. A woman has a dog-reactive dog and they're out for a walk. Excuse me one moment, I gotta put the dog back. Everything's training, guys. Everything's training. Stay. 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 Okay. A mulligan. A woman has a dog-reactive dog, and they're out for a walk. In the past, this dog has lunged, barked, and put on a show every time another dog is encountered. She quickly detaches from the past and stays fully present. A new outcome could happen if she simply released the story and shifts her focus. She knows this now. She begins to envision walking by the other dog with no issues. No displays, she's breathing deeply, she's calm, and she's feeling oh so confident. The leash is short but not tight or tense. Her arm is long and relaxed, head is held high, shoulders are down and back. Again. Wait. Wait. Good. The leash is short but not tight or tense. Her arm is long and relaxed, held his head high, shoulders are down and back. Fido is saying to himself, stay. And this is a great example of the dogs taking opportunities when they have them. So they think my back's turned, I'm talking to somebody else. He doesn't see me. I see him. The leash is short but not tight or tense. Her arm is long and relaxed, head is held high, shoulders are down and back. Fido is saying to himself, oh, okay, my human's got it. Well, this is new. I like it. I think I'll go with it. She's going in and cool as a cucumber. Okay, there's a quick break here. Let me fix this situation. Lock up. Out. Place. Stay. Good stay. Talk about this a lot with reactivity. You're on a 10-foot line. You know, if you've got 20, 30 feet between you and that other dog, you don't have to tighten that leash up. You've got more than enough room to be aware, to be ready if things do go sideways, but to prevent yourself from sending that vibe down the line that you are uncomfortable with this situation. Just like she says, I get it, I've been there. having been doing this for so long, that's the common denominator in all these situations. We see the thing that our dog reacts to, we tighten up on the leash. Keeping them on top of you as opposed to them having a couple feet around you. It's just human nature to give them that extra space. Now, granted, there are going to be situations somebody walks right up on top of you. Yeah, you want to get your dog in close. But 9 times out of 10, we're just so used to handling things a certain way. When we see that dog at a distance, we act accordingly. We tighten up on the leash. We get neurotic. We start looking. Here I can go there. I can do this. Engage your dog. Stay calm. Stay comfortable. You've got plenty. You've got that area around you. Use it to your advantage. And hiding behind cars is just putting a band-aid on. If your dog never sees, is never going to get over it. So many of you have already worked past this, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. Fido may begin to revert back to his usual pattern of behaving, but each time this gets consistently practiced, his reactions become less and less intense as a new story is being written. He's not in a stationary position where his only option is to hyper-focus and fixate on the oncoming dog. Yes, we talk about that too. Don't just expect your dog to sit. Both human and dog are moving forward and through the obstacle together, both becoming more confident and more trusting in one another. Fido feels his human asserting herself and guiding him through this usually hairy situation in a far different manner, and the human starts to see Fido in a new light as he's making different choices and practicing a different behavior as a result of this guidance. Moving forward is always better than staying still. Detachment is liberating, whereas detachment is liberating, whereas attachment can be quite stiffening when it comes to behavior. Stay. Humans tend to cling to story when it involves dogs, fueling and feeding them with emotion. This is particularly common with shelter and rescue dogs and dogs who have come from a bad situation. Whatever the story may be, dogs can and always want to move forward. They're incredibly resilient. More often than not, it's us preventing them from doing so. We attach ourselves to the story, keeping it alive with our thoughts. Notice too, I don't get upset with the dog. I just put him back. You've got 2 options. You can do a harsh correction on the dog, or you can go back 3 or 4 times and just keep putting them back till they realize, oh, he's not going to give up. That's a much more relaxed approach to make. In the long run, you're going to get much better results doing that. Stay. Whatever the story may be, dogs want to move forward. They're incredibly resilient. More often than not, it's us preventing them from doing so. We attach ourselves to our story, keeping it alive within our thoughts. Good decision. Place. I'll take you one hanging shade. I'm good with that. We don't introduce our dog simply as Joey, but as Joey the dog we rescued from a puppy mill who'd spent his entire life in a cage. True, true, true. We spend our time trying to compensate for every wrong ever done to the dog, giving him love, 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 and more love. Giving affection to every state of mind, fearfulness, anxiety, and nervousness, thus conditioning and creating more insecurity, instability, and unhealthy dependencies. Yes, you rescue a dog that had a horrible past. May or may not have. Spend the time, build the bond, move on. Don't tell your dog their entire life that they're a victim, that they've had a horrible upbringing. They don't want to live in that. They want to live in where they are now, which is not on place, but over here next to me. So yeah, let them live the life they got now. It's a dog's nature to live and be in the moment, and it's ours. But it takes conscious effort and mindfulness to reach this space. To be fully present, to release assumption and illusion, to acknowledge prior chapters of a story but detach from them as we begin to author new ones. We can't and won't help anyone move forward beyond tragedy or trauma when we remain attached to that tragedy. I can't tell you how many times I've met somebody and their dog. This is my rescue. This is my shelter dog. You know, this is the dog. This is dog. Luna. Ame. Zin Zin. Stay. Please. Good. I'm almost done. Stay. I know I could just sit here and read this, but take opportunities whenever the opportunities come up. Moving forward, it's a process, a daily practice, a conscious effort, and a choice we make. Release, reassociate, reacquaint, one foot, one paw in front of the other. Honor the past by having the courage to overcome. Move forward and evolve. Luna, dame, please. Jason, please. Stay. Good boy, Raiden. Good boy. Honor the past by having the courage to overcome, move forward, and evolve. Each moment is an opportunity to rewrite the story and begin again. By far, guys, my favorite chapter so far. I know this turned out kind of long because I am working 3 dogs right now while I'm doing the book. So I think I shared my thoughts as I moved through fair enough. But yeah, your rescue or your the dog you saved, but get rid of all of those tags. This is Fido. This is Louie. This is Ahsoka. This is Reagan. This is my camera blowing in the wind.